the class, we are going to learn about tenses. We are going to learn about tenses in the class. All right. How do I usually teach tenses? See, my dear viewers, I can even talk about the PYQs, previous year question papers, like how they ask questions in the PGTRB question paper. And before that, I want every one of you to learn auxiliary verbs first. Please learn to use all the auxiliary verbs in sentences. Don't learn tenses or memorize words in isolation. That will not help you. Before learning tenses, kindly learn auxiliary verbs. If you learn auxiliary verbs, you can learn all the verbs. Okay, as I told you before, I've learned it from my tuition teacher, Mr. Tirunavukarasu. He was the one who taught me this when I was in 10th. All right, I've already shared it in the previous video. Fine. How do I teach tense? I usually write the word tense on the board first. Okay, TENSE. And I would call every student to the stage, and I would ask them to write on the board a few words. Are you willing to learn what are the words? Wait, I'll tell you. First, I would write the word tense vertically, TENSE. I would call students one by one to write words. For example, first letter is T, right? I would call students to write words that start with T, which talk about time. So all my students would write T stands for today, tomorrow, tonight, then, this week, this morning, this year, that day, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 10 days ago. All right. So I would ask them to write minimum 10 words on the board. Then the second letter is E. I would call my students to the stage and I would ask them to write words that start with E, which talk about time. I would also give them clues. So some of my students would write words like every day, every week, every month, every evening, and then early, right? Eventually, each year, every Christmas. All right. Then the next letter is N. Now, next day, next week, next month, next year, nowadays, noon, all right, night. Super. Then I would write I would invite students to write words that start with S, which talk about time. Since yesterday, since last year, since 2000, soon, someday, some months ago, some weeks ago, some years ago, Saturday, Sunday, shortly, right? So my students would write these words. Then again E, the last letter is E, right? And I would ask them not to repeat the words that they wrote before. They would write words like each moment or end of the day. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you, Balaji. End of the day or eventually, right? I've already used that word before. So, after writing these words that talk about time, I will start teaching tenses. My dear viewers or friends or students or those who are going to write PGTRB or any other competitive examinations, before learning tenses, it's imperative to learn keywords. Learn keywords first and then learn tenses, because In PGTRB or even in other competitive examinations, if they give you sentences and if they ask you to choose the right word or right verb, you have to look at the key word first. For example, I dash every day. Then the options would be play, played, plays, have played. Okay, PLAY and PLAYS, and have played, and then no problem, and PLAYS, and then have played, and then will play. And I would ask my students to see the keyword first. I dash play every day. So what is the keyword here? Every day is the keyword. Then my students would choose the right word, that is play. All right. For example, I dash yesterday. So my dear viewers, the key word here is yesterday. All right. So yesterday is the keyword. The options are play, plays, PLAYS, played, PLAYED, and have played. If you are talking about the time, if you mention the time, you are not supposed to use present perfect. So yesterday is the key term and played is the right word. All right. So my dear viewers, if you are really preparing for your competitive examinations, UPSC, TRB, PGTRB, TET, you have to keep all the key terms in your mind. I gave you 2 examples, right? I am sure you would have learnt the importance of keywords. Now shall I give you one more word? I dash tomorrow. The options are play, plays, have played, will play. Which word would you choose? Option D is correct. Correct? Because tomorrow is the key term. My dearest viewers, before learning tenses, I actually wanted to introduce the table. There are about 12 tenses: simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous, simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous, simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and then future perfect continuous. We may have to remember all these 12 tenses, and then we should also remember the 12 sentence structures. But as far as my little knowledge goes, before learning the structures, learn key terms first. And I oftentimes ask my students to remember 24 auxiliary verbs first. Right? Am, is, was, are, were, do, does, did, have, has, had, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need, dare, used to. Before learning English, before learning any grammar, before learning tenses, mark my words, memorize the 24 verbs, start using them in sentences. If you do that, you will learn all the tenses easily. Okay, I will definitely talk about PYQs maybe in the next video, and then I will also talk about the key terms. I'll also give you the full table. English is the easiest language, guys, and if you are preparing for, I repeat, if you are preparing for PGTRB, don't prepare for the sake of examinations. Just learn English, then cracking exam will be easier. All right. So TENSE, and try to learn as many keywords as you can. Actually, I have not mentioned yesterday. Instead, I gave you words like some months ago, some weeks ago, last month, last week. All right. So these are all some of the keywords. If you know any keywords and if you can match with the tenses, please type it in the comment box. Okay, once this recording is done, I will post it for the public, wherein you can write the keyword and then write the tenses also. I can give you an example. Will play, press a future tense. All right. Will be playing, future continuous. Will have played, future perfect. Will have been playing, future perfect continuous. All right. And then play, present tense. Am playing, is playing, or playing, then present continuous. Yes dear, we are going to start. That student is in Delhi, and we will definitely start in a week's time. Thank you so much. Am, is, or plus playing, that is present perfect. And then have played or has played hyphen present perfect. Have been playing, has been playing, hyphen present perfect continuous. So you can write all these details in the chat box or comment box. When it comes to past tenses, you can write your own words. You need not write the examples that I give here. You use different words there. For example, simple past, played, simple past, was playing, were playing, past continuous. And then had played, past perfect, had been playing, past perfect continuous. All right. So I have introduced 12 tenses. Actually, it will take a lot of time to learn or memorize tenses. As far as my little knowledge goes, learn the key terms first, memorize the key terms first, and then learn the structure. All right. I will introduce the tables in the forthcoming classes. Thank you so much for listening to me. Knowledge, strength, integrity, I will definitely share the details. I hope you've joined our WhatsApp group. We will start. I am sure you will feel the difference after 45 days. Thank you very much. Bye bye.